What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and fellow hobbyists? Welcome to On the Bench Repeat, the series you put on in the background as your hobby or paint along with me. And I'm doing Lord of the Rings right now, and oh my goodness, what a couple of days it's been. What an absolute... Before we start, I've made a huge mistake today. I had the daft notion, I think, looking back on it, that I could make a hill out of expanding foam. Sounds good in theory, right? But I neglected to read the directions about wearing gloves. Well, I read it at the start. I thought, I won't need gloves for that, because I've done it before, expanded foam. Just stuck it in the hole, I guess, and pressed the trigger. But today I got a lot over my hands. Now I know why you need gloves, because it's awful stuff. It just does not come off. It's worse than super glue, I think. It's tried everything from isopropyl alcohol to terps. I've got the worst off. So yeah, there's that. But man, and that's not the worst of it. That's the funniest part. Well, I'll tell you what, before we go any further, get your glues, brushes, and models and whatever else you need, because we are going to do some hobby time. I've got a few figures I want to work on today for my Lord of the Rings Middle-earth campaign, and I want to talk more about that extensively, so let's get to the bench. Right, well, here are three figures I definitely want to work on. Let's add a fourth there, and a fifth here. So we've got right, Tom Bombadil. I'm cracking on with him. He's looking all right. I'm liking how he's turning out. I quite like how he looks. I do. So we're going to do some more work on him. I have Samwise Gamgee because he's a good... I've been looking for a Pippin figure I thought I had somewhere, but can I find him? Can I heck? So until I can find him and paint him up, Sam's going to have to do... He's going to be the main character of my solo campaign. It's not going to be Samwise Gamgee, of course, because it's going to be set a long time before he was born. Let's move that. I'm still trying to get this stuff off my hands. Oh, nightmare. Right, I've got a Pygmy King on a boar, so I need to finish him off a bit more. Bjorn, the bear man, from Hobbit. I need to do some work on him. And a piece de resistance, which is going to be the main runner of this campaign. It's going to be Radagast the Brown. So Radagast, yeah. So I want to be doing work on him. I did find, when I was looking for Pippin, this elf ranger. So what I do, it looks like his bow's quite severely bent, so that needs to be sorted out. So yeah, I need to do that. There's no base. I will probably put him on a little base, so I think I'm going to open him up. Before we get going, I have to tell you about my disastrous days I've had lately. That's why he's not got a base with him, because he is quite sturdy as is. But to straighten out this bow here, don't want to break it. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Yeah. Now I'm going to put him on a base. What's he called? Arthal Nightblade Elf Ranger. So, yeah. Okay. Right, I've completed my last sort of block of work at work, my last 4-day stretch, and I phone my mum every day because of lockdown, and she suffers a bit, not seeing people and stuff. I mean, I have seen her, but she lives away and I don't get the opportunity to see her that much. So I'm just trying to rub some of this gunk off my hands while I talk to you. Anyway, yesterday I finished work. Rather than have my usual shower, which doesn't take so long to get cleaned up and dressed again, I thought I'll come down. I thought, no, my muscles were really aching. It was the end of a long shift. I thought, do you know what? I'm going to have a bath. I am going to have a bath, soak my poor aching muscles, and it really did the job. It helped my muscles no end. Absolutely great. But I thought, I've been taking hours doing this. So, time I fart about, get dry, new clothes, just potter about and, upstairs and that. I thought I'd better give my mum a ring, because she'll be wondering where I am, else, wondering why I haven't phoned her. So I rang up and my sister answered. I was like, oh, hello, Sue, my sister's called Sue. She said, oh, mum's had to go to hospital. She's had an accident in the night. I thought, oh my goodness, no. Turns out she had a fall in the night, because she's 87, bless her. She's, a bit frail and unsteady at her feet at times. She took a fall, bad fall in the night. Broke her shoulder and her arm. Had to go to hospital. So, of course, I mean, this isn't a hospital that's not my local hospital. Trying to get hold of anybody to find out information, because no one's allowed to go with her, of course. And I'm not sure about the visiting arrangements. I think you've got to book an appointment. Right, okay, but I mean, my first concern really is to find out what's happened. Is she alright? Well, is she stable? That kind of thing. And what the deal is, basically. So, I was told, she was in A&E and waiting for scans to come back, and obviously they were x-raying her arm and shoulder and whatever else. I couldn't get much information because, I'm not the next of kin. So, obviously they're not going to give me as much info as if I was the next of kin. And she's got one chance to put a next of kin or give a next of kin. So she chose, probably quite wisely, my elder brother. He lives near her anyway. He was the one that found her, which it just makes perfect sense. Anyway, to cut a long story short, she's been moved a couple of times in there to different wards and things. I finally got to talk to her today. She got phoned by her bed, and she was a bit upset, understandably so, and is in a lot of pain. Thankfully, they've looking after her, and she's got pain relief and stuff. I can smell terps. That's all I can tell. So it's been a nightmare trying to get hold of the ward and people today, and being on hold, and it's just nuts, totally nuts. It really is. Yeah, I quite like that. As a base, I will base him on that. Let's make sure there's no flash and oh dear, yeah, so yeah, there's that. I was supposed to talk to my friend who one who lives in Liverpool. I've just said no, I've had got stuff going on at the moment, sorry about that. Of course he's like, yeah, no worries. But it's just a nightmare. Of course, when these things happen, because we all live apart, in different parts of the country and that. And I've got one brother in Wales. My sister lives up in Highton, and with my mum, not with her, but not far from her. my next eldest brother, he lives nearby as well there. Just trying to talk to everybody, make sure everybody knows what's going on, and it just takes time, doesn't it, getting through these places and going through, the conversation with everybody. Just takes time. So that's what's been going on, Oh, it's just a nightmare. I'm sort of glad she's stable. I'm not glad she's in hospital. She said it was all right though, and they're looking after her, which is good to know. So a little bit peace of mind that at least at the moment she's safe. I do think. Right, sorry about that. I'll cut that bit out. Yes, my dogs were barking because the posters are late. I word to my daughter, and she's on the phone to her boyfriend, of course, ignoring the dogs. Yeah. So, anyways, all's well that ends well, I guess. Trouble is, I've lost my thread now. I know I was talking about my mum in the hospital, but yeah. Anyway, I've spoken to her. She's got a bedside phone, and although a little teary, she was all right. She said to let everybody know she's all right, and that she's going nowhere, etc. But yeah, very very worrying time. Right, so that's as far as I'm going at the moment with the Elven Ranger. There might be cause to have an Elven character in it. He might dip in and out. I've really got to clean my wedding ring. It's expanding foam, so once it's dried it'll be easy to get off, but oh man. My goodness. Yeah, I'll see if I can. Every so often, my wife cleans her jewelry. I'll see if she can clean mine. Anyway, yeah, I totally lost my my thread. Forgotten what I've told you. What I haven't. Anyway, right, yeah. So that's that. Then there's the expanding foam incident. Oh my goodness, I bought this can of expanding foam thinking I'll build a hill out of it. It went everywhere, all over me, all over the... Oh, it's just so bad. Until it hardens, there's not much you could do with it, and that's the trouble. Oh well. So, Tom Bombadil, then. What am I going to do with Tom? What am I going to do with Tom? What am I going to do with your birdie? Zoom in a little bit here. Yeah. Make sure I can. You see my palette there. So yeah, I need to do some highlights. I want to highlight that feather a little more. I think white. We need white. Right. White Scar. This is the colour I'm going to use to dry brush the feather he's got on his cap here. Not his cap, his His hat, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. That's good. Good, good, good. I like that. Now I want to put a wash on the red, that band going around his hat, but I have to be really, really careful with that because I don't know. I'm just gonna clean my brush with some soap. Soap really good for cleaning your brushes with from acrylic paints. Any household soap will do, bar of. Works just as good as the Master's brush cleaner and stuff like that. Those other brush soaps that you can get, I mean, I'm not saying they're not good, they are, but in my experience, ordinary soap just as good. Okay, yeah, I want to put a shade wash on. Let's pop this white back, see if I can clear away as we go today. Red tone. Yeah, I've got a red tone. Not much left in there, but a little bit. Let's find a suitable brush. Don't need a lot. That's all we need. That's all we need. Right. That was a harsh lesson with the expanding foam. I felt it was a harsh lesson. I took my examination on that one. Just remember, life gives the examination before it teaches the lesson. But if only I'd just stopped and thought about it, you know. Could have avoided a world of pain there. Still, you gotta try these things. Right, so yellow for his boots. Now he's got yellow boots. I'm gonna need highlighting though. Let's have a look here. Phalanx yellow. Or Flash Gits yellow. Because Uriel yellow might be the way to go. Uriel yellow. We're thinking Uriel yellow. Yes, 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 we are. Now let's get our globbing brush. Okay, touch of water. I do have a fan going, so that, you might be able to hear it in the background, but dries the paints out quicker too. That's the only thing. Right, what have we got here? It's the character brush. I'm going to film my mum again later on. Trouble with the yellow, or the yellow wash, it's more like an orange. You can turn. Right. Just doing a bit of a highlight on these boots here. Don't want to do too much. but enough, you know, enough to get them highlighted. There, I'm happy with how that's come out. I'm liking that. Yes, I do like that. As for his hat, I'm not sure what colour to go with for a highlight. Suppose I could go with Talon Sand, which I believe is what it's coloured in anyway. But do I have a lighter? No. What would I say? I'd say this Tanf by Model Colour is closer. I don't know. Could that be tanned leather? I don't know. I'm looking for a lighter brown. Lights. We want light. US Field Journal. No, I don't think so. What have we got here? Beast Hide? No, I think we'll go with Talon Sand. Yep. Just because I don't know. Something draws it to me, or draws me to it, to be more accurate. Right, so a good amount in there. Better put some retarder in with it. Drop of that. And some water. Right. Now I think we're gonna be ready. Okay, turn him on his side. See these these painting handles are good in that they have this flat edge here that you can rotate it on a flat surface. Good, particularly if you have shaky hands. Oh, and I'm off screen. That's no blooming good, is it? Can we come in on that more? Yeah, that's better. That's better. Sorry about that, chaps. The trouble with this fan being on is that it helps to dry the paint out, of course. Yeah, that's not too bad. I quite like that. Quite like that. So now I have to think with regards to the flesh. What do I want to do? Cadian flesh tone. I don't know if that's the wrong sort of shade to be doing in. Ungor flesh. Difficult to know. Difficult to know. Right. Right. Gonna change brush to a smaller one. Detail brush. Let's go along fingers here. Yes. Yes, this is the one. This is the right one. Definitely the right one. Okay. So let's talk about the campaign itself. I've begun to flesh out some ideas for it. Not much more I can say other than than that. Without giving anything away, but I've been writing it down a little bit. I've started making some notes. Well, I've got some more preparations underway also. I know it sounds crazy, but for season 2, if season 1 is successful, I'm also making preps for season 2. Might as well strike while the iron's hot. I'm going to be using a different system for season 2. So I'm going to trial the Lord of the Rings, the role-playing game system for season 1, and it looks like a fantastic system. It really does. I'm very impressed with how it looks, game mechanics, and I'm impressed with how he's coming out. I am liking him. Where are you? There. Tom Bombadil. So hop him to one side. Who do I work on next? I think I'll put this Elven Ranger to one of these. And we're going to prime him in grey. Just want to put that out there. Grey. Just an ordinary surface primer grey. Might use some contrast on him. I don't know at this stage. But yeah, it might do. A brush to prime with. Well, let's go with this globbing brush here. Yes, it's all old and spray, but it is a Pro Art brush, so it's not too bad. Yeah, as he's an elf, I'm priming him in a lighter colour because I want him to be brighter. I want the colours on him to be brighter. Got to make sure, get all the air bubbles out because it's a grey. Greys are notorious for the air bubbles. Well, when you're hand brushing them anyway. Can't say I've noticed it so much with airbrushing. Yes, I could have airbrushed, primed him. I like hand brushing. Airbrushing is fantastic for getting jobs done quick. But I'm not in a rush, you know. I am not in a rush. It's not like I've got to get these guys out for like a tournament or something the next day, or you know, anything like that. So I can just take my time. I like to go around the model and look, see how it is. This looks like a particularly easy sculpt to paint, but you never know, do you, when you start painting? Like could be like a little bit, by his neck, or like in here by his boot, the cloak where it goes in behind him. That's you don't notice that to start with. Although it's not going to be difficult, it's more challenging than it would be if it didn't do that. So just going around the model, making sure I got out all the air bubbles. Just making sure. There's grey on here. That's nice. Because I'm going to have to consult my books for some suitable race names, like Dwarven, Hobbit, Elf. I want them to be fairly cliched. Yeah, I want that. Here's my Elf Ranger, ready to dry for paint. Okay. Just looking at Sam. I'm going to do one of his bags on his back. We're going to use tusk or fur for this. Yeah. It's all these little things that make a huge difference. I know that's way too much paint there. I'll put a little back, shall we? especially when you add the water to it. It gives you even longer. Right, goes even further. Right. So picking out one of the bags on his back. Alright. That's good. That looks good. Excellent stuff. Is there anything on Radagast that might require? Yes, you have this pouch here. Yeah, I want to try and find my Pippin model, because if not, I'm going to have to try and order some sort of halfling model or hobbit. So I kind of want two versions, one with and one without a sword. I won't lie to you, my story setting is going to be similar to the Hobbit in one sense, in that, you know, it's going to be a party brought together to form a almost like a fellowship itself, and to try and succeed on a quest for good. So there is that. But yeah, excited to be doing Radagast. He's not the newest sculpt of Radagast, he's an older sculpt, so that's kind of cool, because the new one is kind of based on Sylvester McCoy from the movie, so I quite like the fact that this isn't. Not that there's anything wrong with having a Radagast that looks like Sylvester McCoy. I just I don't know. I like this one. The back of his well, yeah, his robe has been painted in dryad bark, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. I think we'll give it another coat though. Because these darker browns, you know, they're quite thin anyway. You know, two thin coats, right? We're going for a regiment brush by Army Painter for the application of this. Yeah, that's good. I had burgers for tea yesterday, which was nice. I said, "Oh, we have burgers." And got these burgers. Lovely they were. No chips or anything. I just had burgers, but it's what I fancied, you know. And fried onion, lovely. Yeah, I'm going to do both sides of this. I'm not going to have it one side one colour, one the other. He's not that fancy as Radagast. He's a bit poor, like, you know. I mean, they all look estate, don't they? The Wizards of Middle-earth, but yeah. Right, that's his 2 coats on that one. I'm going to do him all browns. Because he is Radagast the Brown, right? And that's what I want to do. Actually, I think that's part of the cloak too. Thinking about it. Yeah. Certainly, it could be. So it's going to be. Yeah. This is what we like. So I'm going to be doing a couple of videos maybe later. Don't know about today, but you know, talking about the system I'm going to be using for it. And how I see that panning out. I mean, I'm going to obviously I'm not just going to use the system for season 1, although I'm using a different system for season 2. I will go back to it, and I don't know how easy it's going to be to convert, you know, characters from one to another. So with some, you know, gaming systems it's fairly easy. With others, oh excuse me, it can be a little more complex. Yeah. So using Beast Hide for his inner tunic. Beast Hide. By P3. Lovely paint. I love the P3 paints, absolutely brilliant. There we go. Right, okay. Character brush, I think. Love the character brushes. I love all the brushes from Army Painter. I think they're brilliant. See, this has got to be, for me, one of the most relaxing things in the world. Get the he's a little bit busy on his midsection here, I'll be honest, but it looks like he could have a dagger, but in all honesty, I mean, I don't know, you know, to be truthful. I know there's some of you sat at home probably thinking, what the hell are you going on about? Well, it's one of those things where you think, is it flash or is it a dagger? I think it's more likely a dagger. If it is flash, it looks remarkably like a dagger. Let's put it that way. Beast Hide, this brown is called. Beast Hide. It's a lighter brown. It goes on nice. It goes on. All the P3 paints go on. They're all lovely. Consistency, viscosity. You know, seem to have a nice pigment mix. You could probably airbrush them from the pot. You know, they're that thin, but not. They don't act like they're thin, if that makes any sense. They still cover remarkably well. So like I say, they've got a nice pigment balance in them. So what with my mum being in hospital, I've had a lot on my mind recently. I didn't sleep too good last night. I was thinking about it, and thinking about it. Yeah, I know my mum. She's tired now. She says she's ready to go, move on to the next stage, whatever that may be. She misses her husband, my dad. And you know, I understand. I get it. I do. I really do. But I don't want to lose her. I know it's kind of selfish, isn't it? Nobody lives forever, but still hard. Very hard when you think about your own mortality and life is precious. It really is. And it's fleeting, so you know, why waste it on negative vibrations and on all the negativity? Try and be happy as much as you can, I say. Otherwise you've truly wasted your life if you live in the negative. So he's got a glove on his left hand, Radagast, because he's got a bird, like a bird of prey, like a hawk or something on the end of it. So I don't know what the best time to phone her this evening would be. Because obviously she's asleep. I don't want to phone. But then if she's having trouble sleeping, yeah, I don't know what to do for the best, really. I think I'll keep Radagast with at least my Radagast with jet black hair. I quite like that about him. It's not going to be all like a bird's nest. It's a bit like Sylvester McCoy Radagast in the movie. I want to be a little bit more, I don't know, like face more like a dwarf. Although he's not really concerned with the affairs of men and elves and dwarves. He's more concerned with nature, animals, plants, trees. But I will say, for the sake of my campaign, he has an alright affinity with hobbits. I will base him on flock, I think. Yeah, green. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Yeah, well, let's get some bad and black going then, shall we? Good old shake as usual. So it's a bit of a coordinated effort between my siblings and I, trying to get all the information, you know. That's all right. Doing his hair now. Like I say, I want his hair jet black. I want him to have a more youthful appearance than Gandalf. Just, I don't know, that's just what I want. Yeah, I quite like that. That looks quite good. Liking that quite a fair bit. Do I do his glove black? That's the question. Yeah, I will. Because I'm not going to do the bird black. That's why. That bird is either going to be white or brown. I think I've got enough browns to make it interesting. I mean, I want this Radagast figure to be a kind of, you know, like a central figure. You're gonna look at him a lot when he's out. Well, you guys might not on video, but you know what I'm saying. I am looking forward to doing the campaign, but like I say, it's going to be a while before it gets going because of the prep. I haven't read all the rules yet, for one thing. I just, you know, made a few characters. That's the first thing I like to do in a new rule set with a role playing game is make a character. You learn a lot by doing that. I've always found that. Then I'll do some mock battles and see how I go. Don't have tea or coffee today. I have water. 3:30 is the time of day. Could do with belt black though, couldn't I? Just thinking about that. So we have black there. And yeah, like I say, it is a busy area he's got going on in his midsection there, but yeah, that's good. That's good. You get a brown for his staff, which is more akin to a spear, I notice, which is quite good. I quite like that. Little staff of Radagast. Brown, should we do that then? We'll do that deaf cool brown, still scrag brown. I'll do it scrag brown. Yeah, let's do that. Scrag brown. This is what we're gonna do. Scrag brown. I like using scrag brown when I do leathers. Okay. Character brush. I don't know if my daughter will come out to say good cheerio, like goodbye, cheerio. Getting ready for work and that. Yeah, it's kind of like just an old-fashioned spear. He's got like a rune on the end of the stone spear tip, though, which is kind of cool. You can have some fun with that. I am super excited for this role-playing campaign, but at the same time, I'm kind of a bit more concerned about my mum than the game. But at the same time, it is helping to take my mind off things and focus elsewhere. Hopefully, I shouldn't feel guilty about that. I don't think I need to feel guilty about that. It's trying to take my mind off of the worry so that I can function more efficiently when I'm needed, I don't know if I'm going to be the one called upon to get her out of there, when she's ready to come home. I mean, my brother's nearer, but if it gets her out of there quicker and she's able to, she's perhaps, got something in place to help her at home, then I don't mind going up and doing it. Yeah, it was good to talk to my mum though. Good to hear her voice. I mean, she's got so many people waiting for her on the other side. I can understand why she wants to go and see them. You know, like her sister and her husband and loads of friends and various people. It's, you know, and who knows? I may get to the same stage, you know, in life when I get old, if I get old. It's no fun getting old, is it? Not really. Yeah, so I like him. He's looking a bit basic at the moment, but he'll have a wash on soon enough. I think if I went for Balor Brown. Here's my daughter.
Sorry to interrupt you, just to let you know I'm off to Nando's. So I'll see you at like 11:15.
Yeah, okay.
Love you.
Love you too. That was obviously my daughter going. And I just realised I can't find the yellow I was looking for. There it is. Avaland Sunset. And hold that alongside Balor Brown. Not a lot of difference in it. I'm going to do his sleeve Avaland Sunset because I want to. I just want to. Detail brush again, trusty detail brush. This is a longer episode today. It'll probably be a longer episode even after I've edited out the postman arriving scene. Because I'm very contemplative today. I'll call it a day after I've done his sleeves. Because I'll be a good place to leave it. But I am enjoying talking to you. I feel connected talking to you, and it helps me to take my mind off of, you know, the sort of crap that's going on in my life right now with regard to my mum, which is just worrying me to death, really. But, I won't feel better until I can see her again, I suppose. She is a worry. We all seem to be a constant source of worry to another person, don't we? I worry my wife, for instance. She says I'm a constant source of worry to her. Because I foresee I'm going to be terrible when I'm older. My balance is awful now. I'm always losing my balance. Do you remember back along I lost my balance in work when I used to work for Sainsbury's and I hit my head, cracked my head open, and, you know, is that what I've got to look forward to? I'm just not looking forward to it. Alright, sleeve. Let's try and get this right. Okay. Be careful not to go over. I've got some water here, but I might have to go in and make a hot drink later after this. who knows, I may film another one of these right after. Well, maybe not right after, but soon after, maybe. I'm training Mrs. Mini Warzone tomorrow in karate. See, I've got to do all these things while I'm still able, while I still can. You know, rapidly, with age and deterioration, I will lose the ability to do this, and then I'll just wish I'd done it. So, need to get myself in gear and get it done. She's really doing really amazing at it, though. You know, I didn't have her pegged for like doing karate. I'll be honest with you. When she said about it, and she started doing it, I was like, wow, she's really enjoying it and picking it up and loving it. You know, I don't know. I don't know why. I just didn't expect her to love it so much. It's not for everybody, after all. Yeah. Right, well, my glasses are off, as you can see. So, did a bit of work. Little bit of work on. Didn't do my Pygmy King. I didn't do Baron. I need to locate. I don't know if I might have one, but I don't think so. A bear figure for him. It needs to be a big bear, like a dire bear or something. I don't know. But yeah, so done a bit of work on Tom Bombadil. I think I'm happy with him now. Yeah, can't leave him where he is. I'll just you know, block him in with some sealer, some varnish. Primed my Elven Ranger, which is going to be good because, you know, elves are good. And I'm just comparing sizes here. Did another bag on Sam. Do with a wash on it though and sealing it up, but yeah. Other than that, it was done Radagast. I'm liking him. Just got to think of a colour for his bird. Anyway, but that's it. So let me know what you've been working on in the comments below, because that's always a blast. This is gonna be a fun video to edit. Edit out all the bits because there's a big chunk of it. Let me know what you're working on. I love that, as you know, and yeah, I hope you're all doing well and fine. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, whatever. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the like button. That always helps me out big style, because it helps the YouTube algorithm. I'd like to try and get a few more views on my stuff if I can. And if you click the bell button, you'll get notifications of future uploads. So that'll help me out big time as well. So thank you very much, and you know, remember, all brushes lead to wolf. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now. Bye bye.